Hello and welcome to this Warhammer 40k battle report with me, Xenovids. Now today's battle report is between the Grey Knights and the Chaos Space Marines. Now let's see which army is victorious and how well they do. So let's see what mission type this game is today. We rolled a 5 for this mission, which is the Emperor's Will, where each player has one objective and they have to defend that. The deployment type is number 6, which once again means it is Vanguard Strike, the diagonal board. So let's have a look at the table and the objectives. So the first objective for the Chaos is just behind this tower on the right hand side. Next to that we have a hill, a couple of ruined buildings, some barracks, some trees, a large building. Next to the building and barracks is the Grey Knights objective. And let's have a look at the Grey Knights deployment. So I put my 2 Razorbacks with las cannons with 5 Grey Knights near the front, and the Land Raider with Terminators to the side, my 9 Paladins and Grandmaster by the objective, and the Dread Knight on the left, just in case he deploys some forces on that side of the board. Looking at the Warlord trait, I rolled on the Strategic trait, and I get Knight Attacker, so I get to decide if it's Knight fighting the first turn. Now going into the Chaos Space Marines deployment, there's 2 Land Raiders at the front, one with 5 Terminators in, a unit of 10 Plague Marines on the objective, the Defiler, 2 Rhinos, each with 10 man units of Plague Marines to the side, and Typhus is just beside them as well. So a strong defensive formation for the Chaos Space Marines. The Psychic powers that was rolled there was from the Nurgle chart and got Gift of Contagion, which affects units in various different ways, from taking down their strength and attack, and also a large blast poisoned strength 1 weapon shot thing. The Warlord trait that Typhus has means he has Soul Blaze in melee combat. So turn 1 overview. I moved the Razorbacks up to give the Land Raider a good line of sight. I chose it not to be night fighting so I could shoot my las cannons straight away. So I proceed to do so. It is the first Land Raider. Needing freeze, and they are twin linked. And they need 5 to glance, and I don't do it. So the Land Raider now taking some pot shots at that as well. Twin linked again, both hit again. Oh no, that was at the Defiler, sorry, and I glanced the Defiler. So he moves up, because I have nothing else to shoot, and he brings Typhus and a Land Raider up forward. So the Defiler is trying to take down the 2 Razorbacks. It scatters slightly, and takes one, and destroys one in fact, with its Reaper autocannon as well. The other Razorback is fine, so now he's firing his Land Raider at my Dread Knight. Trying to take that down, because that is a monstrous creature coming his way, which can take down vehicles quite well. He also has some devastating shooting abilities. So he causes 4 wounds to me. I need to take 2 armor saves, which I make, and 2 invulnerables, and I lose a wound. So turn 2 overview. Looking at the Land Raider moving up, and the Dread Knight now is in charge range of that Land Raider. So my Land Raider fires at his Land Raider. 2 hits, needing 5s again, and I get it! Nothing. Another whiff. So the Razorback is now taking a shot at the Defiler. He's snap shooting from the result from the last round of shooting by the Defiler on him. I make it into close combat with the Dread Knight, and I roll 3 1s. And then don't even glance it. So a bit of a fail on my turn. So he advances his Land Raider and Typhus up a little bit more. Fires once again on the Razorback, manages to do nothing to it. The Land Raider fires at my Land Raider, and nothing happens. So now he fires his Plague Marines at my Dread Knight, causes a wound, but I save it. Now the Land Raider is firing at the Dread Knight, and I managed to fail both invulnerable saves, so he's now down to 1 wound. Looking at turn 3 overview, not a lot of models have been taken down, but the Storm Raven is here to hopefully destroy some vehicles. So the Storm Raven shoots at his Defiler. Managed to take a whole point or two off. And now firing at the unit of Plague Marines and going through the Rhinos. So hopefully taking some whole points off the Rhinos or destroying them, but nothing happens to either of them, and all Plague Marines survived. So again, not very eventful for the Grey Knights. They don't seem to be they don't seem to pack a lot of punch against these Plague Marines, unfortunately. The Plague Marines are just standing and taking everything that the Grey Knights have to offer. Taking everything on the chin. I just can't roll. I just seem to not be able to roll anything. So the Defiler is no more. And he's now advancing a few more units up to me. But he wants to take down that Dread Knight. And he goes! So the Dread Knight is gone, so now he doesn't have to worry about that. So the Land Raider firing at the Storm Raven does nothing. The second Land Raider fires at my Land Raider, causes a whole point, and he's now snap shooting for 1 turn. So I turn him round. My Storm Raven has moved up a little bit, hopefully taking that Land Raider out in the back. I miss with the Melter, and I glance with the Las Cannon. So just a glance. It's now down to 3 whole points. The Razorback fires at the Land Raider, hits, but manages to do nothing again. Now, snap shooting at this Land Raider in front of it. Can he see him? Absolutely not. So again, no real casualties on the Chaos Space Marine side. The Land Raider then fires at my Land Raider. He hits twice, but only takes it down to 1 whole point. Fires at the Storm Raven. Now he's hit with the Las Cannon, so I do decide to make a Jinx save just to try and save him. Unfortunately, I fail the Jinx save, and he's stuck in locked velocity. So next turn he has to go off the board. So Typhus rolls a 1 for his demon weapon and causes a wound to himself, but does manage to take down the Razorback. So going into turn 5, coming towards near the end of the game, all of my units are now going to try and take down this Land Raider and Typhus, trying to prevent him getting Line Breaker, as well as causing devastation on my side of the board. So again, not really able to roll really well against the Land Raider and taking another whole point off, but it just isn't enough. I'm firing against Typhus now. Typhus is toughness 5, 2 up armor save, 5 up invulnerable, and a 5 up feel no pain. It takes a lot to take him down. It just takes an unlucky roll or 2 from my opponent to hopefully make him fail his armor saves. So now trying to wound him. Get a few wounds, and he rolls a 1, and then his feel no pain he doesn't manage to make, so he's down to 2 wounds now from his original 4. Continuing to fire from the Paladins with a good number of wounds. He fails another wound, but he's still alive. Now it's the Chaos player turn. Now that Land Raider can see my Land Raider, he hits with 1, so he managed to roll a 6 to hit. A 6 again, so it's an armor penetration. And once more, I failed my cover save, he manages to roll a 6, making it explode. Boom. Good rolling by my opponent. He's managed to take a few of my units down. And now he's continuing to whittle down some of the Terminators. Now looking at turn 6 overview, my Storm Raven comes in, I'm hoping to take down that Land Raider, take down Typhus, and then if I can take Warlord, I can play for the draw, really. I can't win this game at all now. So firing at his Land Raider with Twin Link Las Cannon and Twin Link Multi-Melter. The Las Cannon misses, the Multi-Melter hits, and boom, the Land Raider goes. The best way I find to destroy a Land Raider is Multi-Melter or Melter weaponry. So now I'm firing at Typhus with the rest of my troops. He rolls and makes that feel no pain. This is the last shooting at Typhus. Quite a few wounds. He has 2 1s. He has to make 5 feel no pain, 5 up, and he makes both of them. Typhus tries to assault. I roll Overwatch. I make 1. I wound 1. I need to fail this wound, and he makes it. Grey Knights 3, Chaos Space Marines 5. So there we have it then, a Chaos Space Marine win. I can honestly say with my Grey Knights, in 6th edition I have never won a game with them. This game was close and I had the chance to draw. He took First Blood, we both had the objectives, but he had Line Breaker. Now if he didn't have Line Breaker and I took Warlord, it would have been a draw. But he beat me by only a few points. He took down my Land Raider. He took down both Razorbacks, most of my Terminators, and my Dread Knight, whereas I was only managed to take down a Defiler and a Land Raider. If you've got any hints or helpful tactics for Grey Knights or a Nurgle army, please leave the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.